Hi, I'm Judge Penny Wolfgang. The Erie County Fair was full of fun and surprises this summer, including a visit from one of the most popular lifestyle and cooking television hosts and entrepreneurs, Sandra Lee. Buffalo is home to the Edward M. Cotter Fireboat, celebrating 125 years of service in our community. Find out about all the celebrations and why you need to support the cause. And catching up with the Quizmaster. Find out where you can take the trivia challenge to help a good cause. Right here, right now, on The Big Picture. Hello everyone and welcome to the program. The best 12 days of summer kicked off this past August 6th with a visit from Sandra Lee, who pioneered the semi-homemade cooking concept on television, books, and social media. Her journey included time spent with former New York State Governor Andrew Cuomo that put her in the political spotlight for a while. But that time has passed, and Sandra is continuing her journey with a unique lifestyle brand. Sandra, going back to the very beginning, how did you get interested in cooking as a profession almost?
Well, I always loved to cook and to bake, always. And I was doing it when I was growing up. I'm the oldest of 5 kids. My siblings love corn dogs, so I am actually the queen of kind of like the real corn dog. I really want to find a corn dog made with the quality of hot dog that I want to eat, and I'm super picky. I don't like corn dogs that are like, they taste like sawdust, mushy sawdust, like not for me. Like I love a good corn dog. So I always was baking. I was always making a cobbler, like blackberry cobbler, because we have blackberry bushes by our house. I'm the queen of Bisquick, I am. Bisquick knows it, it's true. And coffee cakes and all sorts of stuff. Cake decorating to me was my Barbies. Most little girls were playing with Barbies, and I was playing with Wilton cake decorating tips and collecting their cake decorating books.
How did it grow into a career though?
Well, that's really interesting. I was actually in the home and garden space. I moved to New York because I came here to launch Target stores, super centers, and in the garden space. And that's actually after I did home decor. I created a home decorating system that was in all the retailers called Curtain Craft. So I just wanted a respite. I'd shut my company down. I was tired of kind of manufacturing and shipping and boxing and all those things that you do, collecting. And I wanted to just go to Cordon Bleu for a saucery class, which was a few-week-long class. I already knew how to cook and bake. And so I went to my saucery class, and I just thought that what they were doing was great, but it was not going to work for my girlfriends I went to high school and college with. And so I started rewriting all the recipes using store-bought packaged items. So instead of buying not 20, that's exaggerating, 9 ingredients to make a rub for pot roast, you could buy McCormick shillings, pot roast seasoning, and you get the bag, and it was 99 cents. So I wrote semi-homemade, and it hit the New York Times. I didn't even have the TV show yet.
Well, it's such a good idea because people like me who can't cook, can't make Jell-O, I could follow along and do what you suggested. So that was, I think, your idea for every person. It would apply to everybody who was busy, women, as you pointed out, that didn't have a lot of time. And this was a way they could go ahead and make something.
Yes, it's, speaking of Jell-O, I always think about Jell-O shots, but, I am Sandra Lee, and it is cocktail time somewhere. And I just saw a cute thing online of Martha Stewart giving the girls, what was that? Who are the girls that are on HBO? The Samantha and Sex and the City. Giving them Jell-O shots. I'm like, Martha Stewart gave them Jell-O shots. She's stepping on my cocktail time territory. But yeah, you just follow the package directions. You can read.
If you can read, right. I want to talk a little bit about a serious subject. I want to talk about how important you have been to the women in the whole community, not just our community, but after you had breast cancer, and you have not only used it for education, but for so many charitable and legal laws that you were in a position to get passed. And I want to tell our viewers about that.
Well, I was very lucky that I was diagnosed by early detection. And I wasn't always great about getting my screenings every year, but that particular year I got my screening early. I think I was going somewhere, like on tour for a book or something. But I got my screening early, and the diagnosis came back that I had early stage breast cancer. And in talking to a lot of the doctors, finding out that, early detection is everything. And then being aggressive. You have to be as aggressive with cancer or whatever the diagnosis is as the diagnosis is. And cancer does not play. And so I really focused on women's health and how to get the message out. I had great women who mentored me through it, who kept my confidence. And I think I was able to make a difference, pass laws, leaving clinics open on weekends and before and after hours. I also was a real advocate for the food banks, because growing up in a food insecure home when I was a child, I know how very important it is. And we're at the Erie County Fair, and today is a free day if you bring cans of food, right? So if you bring cans of food, today is a free entrance day, but a lot of people don't realize that seniors and kids are not getting their hot lunch programs because they're not in school. The food banks are depleting because of budget cuts. Like, there's just a lot of things that you need to be thoughtful of. I don't know how long this interview is, but I could talk forever.
Well, sadly, we don't have forever, but I do want to let everybody know where they can find out more or follow your career, which is so varied, and which you just are telling me how many projects you have, Netflix and books. Where can people follow?
Well, you can certainly go to sandralee.com. Here at the Erie County Fair, I'm sure I have something up on their site. We just did a huge story in Good Housekeeping on the fair. I'm on an 18-month tour, and this is my second stop, so I will end in 26. We're celebrating the 250th anniversary of our country next year, which is fantastic. It's going to be a wonderful couple years, and I'm really excited.
And we're so thrilled to have an opportunity to talk to you and learn a little more about you. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Oh, and don't forget, I won the blue ribbon in the LA County Fair in 1993. That's what I'm doing here. Nope.
We'll never forget. If you would like to find out more about Sandra Lee, her books, appearances, video, and more, go to this website, sandralee.com. We'll be right back.